Okay, this is basically an update of a piece I've been continuing to work on. The last chapter of my next book, with the planned title Hidden History of Flint, which should be coming out this winter. The deadline for me to submit the material to the publisher is the start of December, so it gives me plenty of time to polish the piece up. So this is still a work in progress.
What was the name of that book, your next book?
Hidden History of Flint.
Yeah, and that's the one that's coming out this winter, hopefully.
This winter, yes.
Great, great. And this piece is going to be from that?
Right.
Cool.
It caps off the book.
Just trying to clarify it.
It's called the second Flint water scandal. The first one took place in the 1960s. I think I mentioned that a while back, about a real estate profiteering scandal which scuttled plans for a pipeline from Lake Huron to Flint, which is why we got Detroit water in the first place. So that's that summary. Now the piece about the second Flint water scandal, when I last did a word count, was over 2,200 words. So I was pondering splitting that chapter into one chapter about the second scandal, and another part about my experience with the Flint Water Crisis. But my editor thought that it's still sufficient length. She doesn't mind that she doesn't think it's too long, so I'll keep it as is for right now. But what I'm going to do is read the second part of that piece about my personal experience with the Flint Water Crisis. Now, I did pass along one of the visuals. If you are watching the video either on the YouTube Flint Underground page or on Comcast Monday nights on Channel 17 at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
Last month's presentation was aired last Monday on Comcast, which includes the piece I did last month about when the Marx Brothers were in Flint. So I edited that down and put it on my own Facebook page, a link to it. The name of that page is the name of my first book, Remembering Flint, Michigan. So now here's my personal experience. This writer lives in the city of Flint and has had the water tested several times. Upon availability, I obtained Brita faucet filters, first for the kitchen faucet and then for the bathroom faucet. Of course, I began to use the free bottled water, but I was choosy regarding brands, with Michigan-based Absolpure being my preference, and rejecting water from Nestle, which consumes Lake Michigan aquifer water from wells in Mecosta County for little money, if any. The first test was made in October 2015 while still using river water. The result with the bathroom faucet was no copper detected, and the lead rating was 6 parts per billion, with the EPA action level being 15. The second test, back on Detroit water, took place on January 2016 using the kitchen faucet, with the results showing 160 parts per billion of copper in the water, and the lead rating was 26 parts per billion. So the problems with my pipes were much worse. The plumbing inside the house is copper with mostly lead solder joints, and the intake pipe from the basement floor to the main shutoff valve is also copper. Revisiting the bathroom faucet, the April 2016 result was 20 parts per billion of copper and 7 parts per billion of lead. After the May 2016 flushing campaign, bathroom faucet water quality improved to no copper detected and 4 parts per billion of lead. So the bathroom faucet is fine. But the kitchen faucet is another story. When I was flushing the kitchen faucet during the May 2016 flushing campaign, I had followed the instructions and used the bypass knob on the faucet filter. The test results that May was alarming. The copper result was 5,390 parts per billion of copper and 977 parts per billion of lead. That led to a visit from a water inspection crew which looked at my plumbing. I then began to flush the lines using the garden hose spigot on the other side of the kitchen wall. While doing that, I continued to test using the kitchen faucet. But after the last test, I disposed of the old kitchen faucet filter, which I had thought had become contaminated due to the flushing. From that point on, I physically removed the faucet filter before testing. The June test was an improvement with 530 parts per billion of copper and 81 parts per billion of lead. but I was still concentrating on flushing the outside spigot instead of the kitchen faucet. So the July test showed a significant improvement on the copper side with just 170 parts, with just 70 parts per billion of copper. The lead reading had jumped up to 160 parts per billion of lead, which led the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality, that's the MDEQ, to contact me. What they suggested was to concentrate on flushing the kitchen faucet with the faucet filter removed beforehand and out the outdoor spigot. They say older faucets and shut-off valves do contain lead, so I should allow the phosphates to coat the kitchen faucets and the fittings under the kitchen sink. The bathroom faucet is much newer, and the MDEQ official told me that newer faucets, like my bathroom faucet, are lead-free. On the morning of August 18, when I turned 62, I received a phone call from the state of Michigan telling me that due to the high lead readings from the kitchen faucet, I would be receiving a free new kitchen faucet and an under-the-sink filter. The following day, I took the final water sample from the old faucet. The test result was 90 parts per billion of copper and 5 parts per billion of lead. When it was time to get my routine blood test, I asked that my blood be tested for lead as well. The test result showed that my blood was fine regarding lead content. On August 24th, a plumber and plumber's helper from the Plumbers Union, United Association Local 370, arrived to replace the old kitchen faucet and install a new-to-the-market 3M under-sink filter, which states on the package that it removes 99% of lead. The plumber assured me that the shut-off valves are of a newer design and would not have lead in them. After they finished the job and left, a 4-person crew from the United Way of Genesee County and 3M arrived to check on the work and to interview me regarding my experience going through the Flint Water Crisis. The intention of the video interview was to convince 3M to contribute additional under-sink filters to help additional Flint residents with problem faucets. The following day, I did a test sample with a new kitchen faucet, and the day afterwards, I did a comparison test sample with the bathroom faucet. The test result for the kitchen faucet was that copper and lead was not detected. For the bathroom faucet, copper was not detected, and the lead reading was 4 parts per billion. As part of the agreement with 3M, the United Way, and UA Local 370 to receive the new faucet and under-sink filter, up to 6 monthly water samples per month are required. This is why I developed a routine of getting new water samples after receiving results of the previous water samples. The water test kits are obtained from official city water pickup locations in each ward, with the filled samples dropped off at the same locations. The flushing routine led to positive results with the following 3 test samples of the bathroom faucet having no copper or lead detected, same with the new kitchen faucet. Starting with the 3rd bathroom faucet test in early October 2016, the strainer was reattached prior to testing. Also that October, the MDEQ started distributing new test kits with 2 bottles, with instructions to fill the smaller bottle first. The reason is to determine lead and copper content coming from the faucet with the first bottle, with the second bottle used to test the rest of the plumbing. With the positive results, I let the supply of bottled water run out, but I'm still using the bathroom's faucet filter. The United Way of Genesee County also wanted a separate water sample with a special water test kit they provide with a different form to fill out for those who received 3M under-sink filters, and they picked up the filled water test kit. That was only for the kitchen faucet. The first sample test again showed no copper and no lead detected on the kitchen faucet. So I guess I would be lucky compared to the unfortunate residents in older houses that have the lead service pipes underneath their front yards. Now at this point, Jenny can cue the photo of one of those lead pipes being replaced. So that'll take care of all of the visuals that I provided to Jenny for the video presentation of my presentation. And that wraps up my presentation. I thank you very much.
All right, people, give it up for Gary. Gary's awesome. Gary's awesome. I'm pretty much sure the synopsis is don't drink the water because it's horrible. It's horrible.